Well, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are and what time it is where you are at. All I know is that it is Wednesday afternoon here in the free state of Florida, and that means only one thing for most of us, and that means it is time once again for another episode of Wednesday Afternoon Live with me, SaleenDriver. The longest running. I am the host of the longest running Wednesday afternoon live stream in all of YouTube that I know of. 226 episodes. Most of them are mine. Some of them I got to with a little bit of help from VicTube, and I think maybe one or two others. But this is me, once again, hosting the definitive show about nothing in particular. And we will make every effort over the next 2 hours to prove that we are the definitive show about nothing in particular. Let's see who's in the box. Nate the Great was not late. He was very early, and he was the first guy here. Sven is here, everyone's favorite German and Mississippi State fan, declaring that Nate was not late. Joshua is here. How are you? A high of 107 in Omaha. Yeah, 107 with no humidity. That'll be all right. Yeah, 79% humidity is no humidity. Cesspool is here. I don't know who Cesspool is, but so far Cesspool has behaved himself or herself or itself very nicely, and that is appreciated despite the YouTube ID. So humid for Nebraska is a dry day in Florida. So I'm not listening to complaints about sub 90% humidity. I'm not doing it. Let's see. First of all, I want to wish a very happy birthday to Battle Angel. Today is her birthday. I don't know if she'll actually show up on the stream or not. She did just post a video of her at a nail salon getting her feet done. And that may mean she's in one place and able to relax and maybe turn her phone on and listen to the show. Or it may be that she's deciding to relax and not listen to the show. It's also Joshua's birthday today. Happy birthday to you, sir. 29? Man, I'm so far away from 29, I can't even remember what I was doing at 29. I think, let's see, 29, I got married that year. So I still didn't have kids. But congratulations for being on this earth for 29 revolutions around the sun. It is very good. Next year, you turn the big 3-0. And then life as you know it is over. I'm kidding. Well, let's see. A couple of things. If nobody has noticed, and probably you have not, I cracked 3,000 subscribers just recently. 3,006 to be exact. And that means that I have to find a good watch to do a watch giveaway to celebrate the 3,000 subscriber landmark. But I haven't found a watch yet to do that. But once I find such a watch, and I promise it will be a decent watch, it won't be a cheapo, it'll be something good. I will do a watch giveaway video. Probably something simple. Just do a video showing the watch and talking a little about the channel or whatever, and then asking people to comment on the video, and then I'll stick all the comment names into a random comment picker and draw for a watch giveaway. But that's not today. That's down the line. Let's see. Nate says he's moving or feels like moving. Okay. Like to find a house and a great place to live. Well, you know, there's nothing wrong with Nebraska. It depends on what you want out of life. If you want to live on the beach, obviously Nebraska is not a good place to live. But, you know, if you want to live on a farm or something, you know, Nebraska, a pretty good place. I want join military special forces. I was delaying my time, not joined yet. I have family CIA. Oh, okay. Well, you better hurry up, son. I mean, you're getting older, and they may not take you. I don't know. It depends on which military. If it's the Israeli military versus the American, I don't know. So no matter where Nate ends up, Nebraska will be number one in his heart. I understand. I used to think that no matter where I lived, Massachusetts would always be in my heart somewhere as my origin point. But Massachusetts has gone so far off the deep end, liberal, Marxist crazy, and woke crazy and all that, that, yeah, I'm never leaving Florida. I'm perfectly happy living in the free state of Florida. GF Sports, good afternoon to you, sir. Yeah, but I have no intentions of leaving Florida. Hell, I have no intentions of leaving Sarasota. I don't want to move. I'm very happy here. Everything I need is here. My family is here. And besides, moving is trauma. I don't want to do it. And moving is expensive. I am right now witnessing my younger daughter moving from one city to another. Not far, not a long move, and less than a one bedroom, less furniture than you would find in a typical one bedroom apartment, and it's still costing her $1,250 to move a short distance, to pack it all up and then unload it at the destination. It's like $1,250 to move under 100 miles. Damn. Damn. But okay, that is no, that's the way it is now. I don't think it cost that much to move an entire house back in the 80s. But the times, they are changing. Raj. Nate, I really don't think you'd be happy in Section 8 housing. I really don't. Not a very good element in Section 8 housing. Just say it. But good luck. If you want to do better than Section 8 housing, you better find a good job first. Just saying. Rent is not cheap. Let's see. What else is going on? Obviously, everyone by now has probably heard the sad news from yesterday that one of the legends of rock and roll, one of the giants, one of the all-time greats, he'll never be seen, the likes of which will never be seen again, passed away. Of course, that's Ozzy Osbourne. Finally passed away, I think at the age of 76 or 77. The man lived a very, very hard life, obviously. I think we all, if you watch the program, The Osbournes, that so-called reality TV show that was on, I think it was MTV for a while, you saw that the man was not in the best of mental shape even then. That was, what, 15 or so years ago? But what a performer he was. I never, unfortunately, got to see him in concert. I've seen videos. He was a giant. I loved his solo work. I loved his work in Black Sabbath. He will be missed. He was a great performer, a great artist, and we are all a bit poorer for the loss. But that is a truth of life. No matter who you are, how rich you are, how poor you are, how anonymous you are, how famous you are, the one truth of life is it ends. It's a shame. I don't know who Tony Mendez Argo is, sir. The name is not registering with me. IDTK, my mental ability will hold on to the Air Force. I don't know what that means. You want to try to get into the Air Force, but you don't think you can? You can give it a shot. I mean, the worst they can do is say no. Ben Affleck played Tony Mendez Argo. I don't know who that is. Let me Google it because I don't know who that is. Tony Mendez. Oh, he was a CIA agent. Okay. Something about Argo. I don't know what that is. Oh, is one of the Iranian hostages? Excuse me. Let me hang on a minute. So, okay, so Tony Mendez was part of the team that worked on the a failed hostage rescue attempt that ended up with a bunch of dead servicemen in the middle of the Iranian desert and a national embarrassment on the world stage. That rescue attempt? Okay, well. No, Nate, I know that you have, a mental, I know you have a disability. Yes, I know it's epilepsy. That's, I know that. I know that. But are you saying that this prevents you from joining a military branch? I didn't know. I didn't know you tried. Okay, well, Nate, Nate, did you try? I mean, you should go. I mean, if you're really serious about joining the Air Force in some capacity, you have to talk to a recruiter. Like I said, I mean, you walk in there and you ask them some questions. The worst they can do is say no. They can just say, look, we appreciate your willingness to join up, but unfortunately we can't use you. Or like I said, the worst thing they can do is say no. I mean, if you go in there with the idea that they may say yes and they may say no, and it's a distinct possibility that they will say no, then you're not going to be terribly disappointed. Yeah. Yeah, I know that. I know that, Nate. Anyway, what else we got? Let's post this up. What else do I have to talk about? Nothing really. I have to go to Tampa tomorrow. It was going to be today, but I decided to move it one day to tomorrow. We'll be in Tampa the whole day, which will be a lot of fun. But yeah, they just got to drive up to Tampa, and I'll be there all day and well into the evening. Sven!
Good morning.
Guten Tag.
I brought topics with me.
You bought what?
Topics. What we can talk
Topics,
about.
okay.
Yeah.
VicTube's here. Good afternoon to you, sir.
VicTube, come in here. You can join this. It's funny.
Oh, he'll be in a minute. He'll be in a minute. What's up?
You were alive in 1975, right?
Yes, I was 10 years old.
Okay. I was 9 and you were 10.
Hang on a minute. Turn on your camera, bug eyes. And he disconnects. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I was alive in 1975. That's when I became a Gator fan.
By the way, my birthday is in 2 days, July 25th.
Ah, congratulations.
Yeah. So anyway, I was 9 or 10 years old. Mississippi State recruited a guy from a high school in Mississippi. And he went to college and he got from a coach because it was a very poor family. Yeah. He got a coupon for a 20% discount of a pair of pants. Okay?
Hang on. Happy birthday to the Battle Angel.
Yeah, happy birthday, Battle Angel.
Happy birthday.
The most patient and put upon woman in all of the internet. If you know, you know. And I assume she's still at the nail salon.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. 20% coupon for what?
For a pair of pants, because he came from
Pants.
Pants in 1975. So,
Yeah.
He told this a guy, and 6 weeks later, the president of Mississippi State got a letter from the NCAA, and this affair took place in 75, and the player played in 75 and 76. So, and after it was settled, or some time was gone, the NCAA wrote a letter to the president of Mississippi State. Yeah, we have heard that you made a rule violation against NCAA for taking presents. So the assistant coach gave this guy, he had one pair of pants, he was really poor, a 20% discount coupon for a pair of pants, what was worth $11. Okay? And I give you the source in 1 minute. So, and the president wrote back to the NCAA, I don't know what you're talking about. So, and the NCAA got mad and made a court date in Kansas City, in Missouri. So, and
that's kind of fucked up, man. For a pair of pants.
And they wait. So, and they declined all wins from the 76 and the 75 season for Mississippi State, all 15 wins. We lost 10 scholarships. They had to pay $75,000. How you say this? They had to pay a fine of $70,000 to the NCAA. And what was the other thing? I forgot it. Anyway,
are we going somewhere with this?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
this week, Mississippi State said, "Okay, this is unfair. We go in opposite, or however you call it." So, and after 50 years, last week, Thursday, it's no joke. You can read it on 247 Sports, written by Steve Robertson. After 50 years, they gave Mississippi State the 15 wins back and the $75,000. After 50 years, how about the NCAA can fix some things quick and in a hurry? This is no joke. After 50 years.
50 years?
50 years. This was in
it should be done in 15 years.
This was in 1975.
What the fuck? Why are they twiddling down their freaking mouth? Like, you should have done it by now, but
I have no clue.
What was the impetus for the NCAA to reinstate the wins and give the money back to Mississippi State? What was the reason?
They felt bad? Got a illegal present from an assistant coach.
No, I get that part. I get the reason why they were taken away. What was the reason they gave it back?
This was a violation of NCAA rules because
I get that. What is the impetus for giving the wins back 50 years later? I mean, why would they do that?
I think this happened to Tiger Woods. Like one time, like he was like in it was like playing in college, and Arnold Palmer had to give him give him a personal check to the NCAA that like to show that the some same thing that this thing happened because you got paid for a dinner, and you had to show the NCAA the check and all that nonsense. It's the same thing they're doing that. So it's so stupid. Like back in the day, like NCAA was it's like run by retards or people that don't really care about the athletes.
Well,
But
they
it
still
changed a
run by
lot.
retards.
It is
Wait.
still run by retards, but at least it's getting better. Hopefully,
Yeah,
I know.
but no, it still doesn't answer my question. 50 years ago, over a nit, the NCAA fines Mississippi State $75,000 and takes away 15 wins from the college. 50
Yeah.
years later, for no apparent reason, the NCAA wakes up one day and says, what the hell? Give them back the wins, give them back the money.
I think
Why?
it's more about optics and stuff, and also they may have to do a thorough. Look, if they're doing a thorough investigation, why are they still drilling their ass for like 15 years? I think that the problem with the NCAA is not the institution, it's the people that are working there.
There's a link in their private chat. There's the story.
All right, I'll look at it. But well, that's fine. Then the NCAA should give back Florida their 1984 SEC championship. Give them the 1985 SEC championship.
Yeah.
Take away our suspension for that pair of years, and give us back the money we lost with the scholarships and the TV revenue.
Yeah.
The
last point we had was a 2-year TV ban and 2 years a bowl ban.
I
TV
think they
ban and bowl ban for 2 years.
Yeah, it's so stupid, man. I think.
Yeah.
I know.
We were the SEC champions in '84 and '85, and they were the championships were taken away from us in '84 and never awarded to us in '85, even though we won it on the field. We were undefeated in the SEC that year.
Yeah.
And by the same logic that they just did for Mississippi State, Florida should get their SEC championship back.
I think they will. I think it's not that they will, but it's just the people that are doing the compliance who are not they're not outstaffed, and also they are not taught to work that much to do the investigations quickly. I don't know, that's the problem.
Yeah. I brought this up to show you how stupid and how ineffective the NCAA is.
It's not.
Well,
it's not.
I mean, you don't have to sell me on that, Sven. I already know that the NCAA is a bunch of.
It's very ineffective. It's the problem. It's not it's that the structure it is ineffective. It's like the people running it, and also the management structure where they don't really want to do anything. Like they really don't care about the athletes itself. They want to make money out of the athletes and the revenue out of the athletes. They don't care about the athletes and the relationship with the university or anything like that.
And that's why I say NIL and the portal are going to destroy college sports.
They will.
Not just football, but everything.
At least it exposes NIL was an inevitable act that would have happened anyway. But I don't think NCAA was created because there was no rules for amateurism back in the day. So at least they did that. But now what's the problem is NCAA investigates things that should not be investigated. There was SMU golf. You should look up the golf team when Bryson DeChambeau was in charge. They investigated people for the wrong reason because they for a golf golf for polo shirts that somebody had to buy, and they later on this was done for they made a mistake, then he corrected, but Josh Gregory was in charge of that thing, got fired for that.
But I have to ask, I don't know if how many of the folks in here or in the chat remember the movie, the original Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
But there was a line that Jeff Goldblum's character said during the movie that was very poignant for this thing about NIL and the portal.
Yeah.
Just because you can do a thing doesn't mean you should do it.
It shouldn't. I think the problem is like when you give anybody like anything, like look, it's like it's human nature. If you give anybody a resource like or some opportunity to do something that is exploitative, like having two NIL portals, they will use it to their advantage. Any athlete will use it to their advantage. Don't give them the portal. Give them one portal session where they're gonna use one window where the coaches can do their recruiting, and one window for the athletes. Like, what the hell, man? This is the most common sense fucking thing that you can do. Like, fucking retards. Like,
TK's here. Good to see you, McGear. Good to see you. Did anyone get to see VicTube's? Because I see Vic in there, reminds me. I didn't get a lot of blowback or any blowback really about my video or the video VicTube did with me recently going over the University of Florida.
I commented on it.
I should have watched it.
I guess nobody disagreed with me.
No, because you're objective, Saleen. You're not like some lunatic like Octavian or something like that just blows their as Florida's tape.
Well, I always promise this community, especially the heavyweights in this community, like Lou and the late BVD and a couple others. I always promise that as a Florida fan, I would be an honest Florida fan. I would call the balls and strikes the way I saw them and be honest about it. I would crow about my Gators when they were doing wonderful and great, which they have. And I would be very critical and honest when they weren't doing well, which they're not.
Saleen, the truth is,
nobody said anything. Nobody came into my comment section said anything.
I
was
think
going to ask Vic if Vic comes in. I want to ask him if he.
Yeah, I think I like this video in Oregon. Like he kind of made, I had a bad date like today, like a couple of days, but like, and I saw his video and it made me like have a good perspective on things.
Yeah, he does a very good job on those one-on-one videos with
the problem what I have
from the different fan bases.
The problem
I think he
what
does
I
a very
have,
good job.
the problem what I have with Florida, and why I think they go 7-5 at best, is Lagway is absolute unproven. Okay, he won 6 games in a row last year. But was it really the quarterback who won these games?
It's not the quarterback.
It was not DJ Lagway who won these games.
It's part of the offensive line.
I don't think DJ Lagway as a freshman was the guy who was winning the games for Florida. I think he was a big contributor, but there were other factors.
Lagway
as a sophomore. And Lagway is a sophomore and practicing all the time with the number ones. He's got no excuses now. He's a sophomore. He has some experience, and he's going to be playing with the starters in practice all the time. So this is now Lagway's team to run, and we are going to see whether or not Lagway sinks or swims as a starter, as a number one, running the number ones, with some experience behind his back, and unfortunately playing what everyone agrees is the toughest schedule in all of college football. I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe they go 7-5. Maybe they go 6-6. Maybe they go 8-4. I don't know.
The problem is Lagway started throwing a ball only 6 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's biggest concern.
From end of season until 6 weeks ago, because he had a lower body injury and his shoulder injury. He had 2 injuries. So and he didn't practice at all.
If I was
For
for
3 months.
DJ Lagway's
4
like
months.
health, I
So,
would not
the second
start
thing-
until this great game 6. I would say.
Wait. So the second thing is, Lagway was a turnover machine. He had 12 touchdowns and 9 interceptions, and 9 of his touchdowns came against borderline
Yeah, big 2,
teams
week 3.
like Stanford or whatever, or Mississippi State or something like that. Absolute.
Okay, well,
trash
you
bag.
know, I mean, but everyone, you know, I
So-
must have heard 1,000 people say the same thing about Lagway,
So
and
what
I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. That you know he threw 12 TDs and 9 interceptions. I mean,
Yeah.
the numbers don't lie, obviously.
Yeah. So
But
the third thing-
everyone seems to leave out the one truth that cannot also be argued is he was a freshman doing freshman things. I mean, you know,
as I said,
Chris Leak as
Lagway
a
has
freshman was a
Lagway-
turnover machine.
Lagway
Danny
can be the
Werfel as
best
a freshman
quarterback.
was a turnover machine.
He can-
Carson Beck as a freshman was a turnover machine. Freshmen do freshman things. That's why they're freshmen. That's why they generally don't play.
I mean,
DJ Lagway did freshman things. I think
Yeah.
as a sophomore, he is going to be a little bit more, shall we say, I don't want to use the word cautious, but I can't think of a better word right now. I think his decision making will be better as a sophomore.
yeah, he had to read the defense a little bit better. So, but Lagway has a ton of potential. What is this? Joshua, what are you
Joshua,
doing?
you got to mute your microphone if
Oh,
you're not
sorry.
talking. Yeah,
So,
I don't know what the hell is in the background.
Lagway has a ton of potential.
Yeah, he
And
does.
and I believe not this year, but next year he will be the best quarterback in the SEC. Not this year, because he has
might be.
a little to nothing practice. What Lagway needs?
I think Lagway has the potential this year to be a
Good.
top 5 SEC quarterback.
Yeah, a borderline top 5, top 6,
Yeah.
like this.
But combine the fact that he hasn't played a lot in practice,
This is
and
good.
the sophomore thing, and the really really tough schedule. I think this is going to be a great learning year for him, and I agree. If he hangs around for his junior year at Florida has the potential to be very very dangerous if they get rid of this idiot coach.
All depends on 2 things. Does Billy Napier give Lagway a stud running game? You know better than me. Florida always won when they had a stud running game. Always.
I think Florida's running game is going to be pretty good this year.
So,
Obviously, that
and
depends
this
on
is-
how
this
good the
is the
offensive
key.
line is.
You have to pound the rock, because otherwise, if they know Lagway will throw the ball 80% of the time, they will sack him.
Yeah, but that's not
So-
Florida's offense.
This is not Florida. Florida has to run the ball and play RPOs.
Well, losing Montel Jones to graduation certainly wasn't a good thing, but they have a good pair of running backs.
Yeah.
I was looking at them with Dick a few days ago. One of them is definitely a pound the rock kind of north-south runner, and the other one is a good scat back. I think we have a good 1-2 punch on the running game. And I look at our wide receivers, and again, that might be a next year thing because our 2 high recruit wide receivers are obviously freshmen, and they're going to need a year of seasoning. But hopefully,
same with Texas.
I mean, Levy brought in at Mississippi State 2 running backs, one with 1,100 yards and one with 1,000 yards. So he knows he can't let Shapen throw. Shapen won a Big 12 championship. Huh?
Florida, for me as a Gator,
but you can't.
For me as a Gator fan, Florida has a ton of potential. It's a great potential team, that's got two problems with it two problems.
The head coach?
A subpar head coach, which is going to be really hard to get over, and the toughest schedule in the country. The potential's there, but the coaching is lacking.
Saleen, if it's the toughest or not, I mean, the schedules between Oklahoma, Mississippi State, and Florida, it's the same.
What's up, Ghost?
We play. I have a question about your offensive line. How many seniors do you have in the line, and how many juniors do you have in a freshman and sophomores? Do you have?
I don't know off the top of my head, but let me see if I can find it.
I know your starting line. That's what like that will tell like how many wins you're gonna get, because if you don't have a good offensive line, you're not gonna. Your quarterbacks have no time to throw anything, anyways.
The wins depend on a lot of things. I mean, Georgia had not the best offensive line, but a decent offensive line. But they had 5 wide receivers who couldn't catch a ball. If they catch the balls, Georgia beats Notre Dame, and they maybe win the championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a team sport. So
I know that. If you don't have I don't know, like I don't know really how a team does until they play the first game of their season.
Okay, well, let me ask the question. Okay, key returners to the offensive line for the Gators: Austin Barber, redshirt senior; Jake Slaughter, redshirt senior; Damian George, redshirt senior; Cameron Waits, redshirt senior; somebody named Harris Jr. Then we have these are probably the backups: Harris, Kennery, redshirt sophomore; Lovett.
I think 7 and 4. I think 7 and 4 is a good. I think that is probably 6 and 5. I think you can go 7 and 4. Like, because if DJ Lagway stays healthy. 7 and 4, 7 and 4, 7 and 5, like that type. That I don't know. Yeah, that record is probably what you're gonna get. 7 wins. That's what probably. That's probably the minimum or the medium record. If you underperform, you probably get 6 wins. And if you get if you have a little bit of good chemistry, you probably get like maybe 8 or 8.5. Maybe.
Well, look at it this way: 4 of the 5 potential starters, or 4 of the 5 starters, for the Gators offensive line are redshirt seniors, and the other one is a junior. So,
yeah.
Experience is not the problem with the Florida offensive line. It's just going to be how are they going to play consistently.
Is any of your offensive linemen have any past injuries like last year, or they're recovering from it? The senior ones?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think so. I don't think injuries were a problem with the O-line.
Okay, then that'll be all right. I think DJ Lagway, the only thing that can stop him is him running a lot. That's all. I think Billy Napier will not. Billy Napier needs to tell DJ Lagway to stay in the pocket, and when he feels uncomfortable, run. I think that's the coach's problem. I don't think this guy is not.
No.
Well, that's the problem I've been saying all along. Napier is a subpar head coach. He needs to have an offensive coordinator that can take the pressure off of Napier, because I mean Lou paints him with the broad brush if he doesn't know what he's doing. I mean, he knows something of coaching. I mean, he came from he has experience in coaching, but he's just not a very good one.
Yeah, I don't think even if you have one good coaching game, I think you can get you to 8 wins. That's a maximum, I think. I don't think anything about Billy Napier. Maybe 8 wins. That's it. I don't think more than that. I think that's what Vegas.
Joshua, Florida is like a black box. They can win 4 games, but they're also capable. If all things click together, they can win 9 or 10, maybe not.
Yeah, I know. That's the maximum that they can do. That's the eight wins is the maximum.
So
yeah, but everything has to gel though. Like that's the problem. Like in the season, there's always injuries have to come. That's why I don't wonder like why is no university like taking time to like spend as much money on strength and conditioning, recovery, recuperation, all that technology to recuperate and strength and conditioning, all that. Everything should be spent on that, like, and the nutrition of the athletes, and that is the reason why if you spend a little more, every university that spends a lot on that, Florida has the good like that program, there and staff for that. So, well, the staff and program for that, but it's just I don't know. It's not good as like.
Joshua,
It's the Billy Napier's the biggest issue. That's I think.
It's absolute simple. Napier has to hire an offensive coordinator.
Well, Steve Sarkis.
Well, I mean, it's too late. It's too late for that now. He doesn't.
I want Steve Sarkis to hire an offensive coordinator.
He doesn't have. He doesn't have an OC.
He calls
so it's too late. So it's too late for this year.
I want Steve Sarkis to hire OC too, but you know what?
One at a time, guys.
If Napier is gonna get an OC, he's gonna have to survive this year first.
Yeah,
I don't think he's. And I said this on Vic.
Right,
I said this on your show. I said I don't think Napier survives to the Georgia game.
Yeah, I don't think Napier survives either. I think that Napier needs to win 8 games. To not get
I don't think Napier is going to survive after the Georgia game and Georgia road grades Florida on national TV. I think Napier is
possible.
So,
I think you'll survive. I think you'll survive. I think you're gonna be screwed with this, but I think he will survive. You may have a little bit above average year, then don't give him an extension though. Like you need to kick. I think if the Florida fans still give them an extension, he's gonna have Mike Norvell had like a weird year where like he kind of outperformed. If you give him a extension now, you're gonna pay for that later.
You need to kick him to the curb. Yeah.
Vic, I'm glad you were on there. I want to ask you, how was your feedback about our video together?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
I mean, nobody contacted me and told me I was an idiot.
No, I think you're objective, and that's good.
Let's see. Florida
Saleen,
okay.
I think.
So anyway, this video it got 54 views and 6 likes. Okay, yeah, you got a comment we got 2 comments from Michael Dixon and 1 from Connor Stallions. Connor Stallions. They are both Florida fans. Connor Stallions.
No comment from Lou calling me a goof.
Yeah, Connor Stallions says 9-3. Michael Dixon said Lagway. Michael Dixon said Lagway will win Heisman this year.
I think there's a good shot of that. I think there's actually a good shot. I looked at my way of predicting, and I think he could, if he gets a 9-3, the record is 9-3, or if he exceeds the 10 wins, which I think that then it'll be hard to fire the what's his name? What is his name? Mike Mike Napier. What is it? Billy Napier? Whatever his name is. Nap time. It's really hard to fire him then. Like it's like Billy Napier is a nice guy, but like if you want to have a good success with him for a long period of time, you want to have it for like 5-10 years. I think I don't think Florida should keep on hiring the same type of coach, but yeah, I think you'll have a one pop here, and this probably is going to be a good year. But I don't know. Like you want to think of it like in a long term thing, like in like 2 years, 3 years timeline. I think this is probably the max that Billy Napier can get you, and yeah.
Joshua,
There's a good that one.
the first thing
I,
Florida has to do is fire Scott Strickland. This is
Yeah, I
the
know.
first order. This
Yeah,
is
I
the
Fire Strickland.
Scott Strickland just solidified his job because
I don't think they'll fire Scott
Todd
Strickland,
Bowlen
but
won the Natty.
I think Scott Strickland is not going to be fired for that. I think it's Billy Napier as a ceiling, and I think you'll see, like Florida fans will see that he has a ceiling about if he in his best, he'll get to 9 wins, but he's not going to be consistently there, and he's going to have is it just not there? He doesn't have that the ability to recruit enough to stay there. That's the only thing that you're gonna have one good year. That's all. It's not a program actually.
Okay, first of all, Strickland's not getting fired because Florida won the national championship in basketball. So Strickland's going to ride that for a few years until he does something really stupid.
Yeah, we already talked about that on the Florida preview video. So.
If Napier doesn't get to, if Napier goes 6-6, he's done.
I think
7-5. It's a borderline.
I don't think you'll go. I don't think you'll go 6-6. This is probably when this college football season going to end. No, I think he's in a snake here.
Florida
he's a snake. No way in hell. I think he could overperform this year, and you're going to be in a tough. You're going to be in a tough situation.
No, he's not overperforming this year.
I think he'll overperform.
We can only hope, Joshua.
No, I think
anyone who looks objectively at the Florida schedule this year, overperforming for Napier this year would be 7-5.
No, maybe one more game, more 0.5.
7-5. He went 7-5 last year, so that would not be overperforming. Overperforming would be 8-4.
Overperforming at 7-5 this year would be the reason I say that is because the 2 wins that he had last year, that he shouldn't have, were in the swamp. Those 2 games are now road games this year.
LSU
and he ain't winning.
And Ole Miss.
Yeah, he ain't winning in Baton Rouge. He's not winning and starting.
I think you're fucked. I think you're fucked. I think DJ will stay healthy, and I think he can win the Heisman this year.
What?
No, DJ's not winning.
No.
DJ's not winning the Heisman, and
he has a good shot of getting into the. I think.
Joshua.
I spent on sports, and I watched this, and I know that he has the potential. Just this if you have a coach and a Heisman, this is like weird, but I think Florida could do better than I think.
Look,
the coach and the quarterback is the same positive thing. I think that Florida could have a very good year, but
you can stop it, Joshua. I tell you
Joshua,
what, the last quarterback.
Are you drunk?
The last quarterback who won.
I think it'll be not too much high, but it will be like maybe 1 or 2 games. It depends on how the injuries are and how much players are attrition rate is. That's all.
Look, the last quarterback who won a Heisman without 10 wins was a guy who played for Louisville. Nick, who was it?
No, it was
Lamar.
without
I
winning.
don't think you'll win the Heisman, but you'll be in the Heisman.
What about Jaden Daniels? And they went. LSU. Was 9-3 in 2023.
Okay,
you look at the college football
above and beyond everything else. You saw what he did in Washington.
Ohio State as a freshman quarterback. Arch is somewhat is like a freshman, but has some experience. All the major programs that are big players have very unproven quarterbacks or quarterbacks that have not much snaps under like reps. So how can you judge like the outcome of the season with this? Like I think this could be a weird Heisman year, man.
Klubnik, Nussmeier, Sam Levitt. That's 3 reasons. They are light years ahead of Legway was last season. Light years.
I know, but I want look. It's not. There's like a West Coast bias against.
And Clemson has a team. Clemson. I don't know if they can compete for a championship, but Clemson. I have Clemson at least in the semifinals. I know. They have a really good team.
I think that I think the people that I think Clay Klubnik, the Sam Levitt, DJ Lagway. I think was that the guy that is that my another player that will be in the finals. I think. Maybe like a receiver or something.
Carson Beck or
no Devontae. What's the receiver for the Ohio State player?
You mean
four?
You mean
You can
four.
Williams.
Journey.
Jeremy Williams.
I don't think
Ryan.
No. Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams. Four.
No, that's Alabama. It was
4 for the the freshman that was
Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, that's the right guy. Yeah. Well, all these, I think that's the 3, like the 4 that I think can get there is Jeremiah Smith and Julian Sayin has like a good rookie first year. Jeremiah Smith catches the majority of the passes, then I think if he gets breaks 2,000 yards, he can get there. And I would not be surprised if Jeremiah Smith is if a wide receiver gets another 2,000 yard season, they could actually win that. More likely than any other player.
He will not get 2,000 yards, and I tell you why. He is a rookie quarterback. And no Ohio State offensive coordinator will let Julian Sayin throw 50 times a game. He's a rookie.
No. Like depends.
He will have maybe 1,500 yards, and that's it.
No. Oh yeah, it makes sense. But look, it's all based on how much screens and passes they and how much maneuverability. Like I'm thinking of it in a schematic way. They can move him, and how much it's all based on offensive schemes. Like if they change the offensive schemes around and put more packages where they can move him around. Not every play, but if they give average. If you give him if Jeremiah the 4 from Ohio State gets 15 targets. I think. Okay, yeah, maybe they're probably another good receiver. They have that. So if he catches all the okay, I think he can get about 18.
Is a rookie quarterback. He will not throw 50 times a game. He is not Garrett Nussmeier or Kate Klubnik.
Julian Sayin is the best thing that Alabama lost. Okay, you know what? Keelan DeBoer will regret this. Okay,
How do you know? How do you
Because
know?
I know I could see how he passes the ball. Okay, he's a better passer than people give him credit for.
Oh.
I think Kalen Rebord just regretted the biggest decision in his life by disrespecting them. That's all. No, I think he's gonna put numbers, but you're gonna be surprised. But he's gonna. I see I could see his personality, and he's not gonna put he's gonna put about I don't know what's the average touchdown ratio of
You make no
quarterbacks.
sense. Sorry.
Maybe
Sorry.
about 26 and a half. I think if you put 26 TDs, I think they can be done. Let me see. Only thing is if the offensive coordinator can gel with the quarterback very quickly, then yeah, I could see that. Yeah. If he doesn't gel, then it's all based on the gelling of the offensive coordinator with the quarterback and yeah, I could see that. I'm just calculating in my brain if what could happen. So it's all based on if the offensive coordinator, the coach, and the quarterback can gel, and they can work as an equation. Then it will work. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of an uncertain thing, but I'm thinking the max and the minimum and the median. So it's not always going to be, but Julian Saint is a very talented quarterback. Even though, I think he's going to. He has the arm talent to do it, but he just needs to stay healthy. That's all.
Joshua, you know who Joe Burrow was?
Yeah.
Okay, he was
of course,
absolutely.
Who doesn't know Joe Burrow? Yeah.
Okay, Joe Burrow was, in my estimation, is a top 10 all-time quarterback.
I don't think he will. I don't think you'll win the. I think I don't think you'll win the Natty, but you'll get you'll get a high, go deep in the playoffs. Not in the Natty.
Joe Burrow won the Natty.
No. I'm talking about Julian saying the first year.
Joshua, can I speak? Can I speak? Okay, thank you. Okay, Joe Burrow was mediocre at best in season 1, and he was electric. Season 2, Jaden Daniels was ass. Season 1, he was electric. Season 2.
What do you mean? He wasn't ass. I mean, he
was mediocre.
He beat Alabama, and
it's all based on the offensive line.
West, went to the
what are you saying?
Championship.
So what are you saying, Swen?
I wouldn't.
It's all based on the offensive line's health. If you're gonna keep the quarterback healthy.
Jaden Daniels.
Ohio State has more money than God. They can keep him healthy.
He was decent. So, but in season 2 he was way better. The same Kate Klubnik. In season 1 he had how many interceptions, Vic? 100, 200, 300?
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Now Kate Klubnik is some years there. He's fantastic. It takes time. There are 1 out of 50 quarterbacks who are serious good in year 1.
I think not year 1. He had how many reps did he have in Alabama with the scout team last year? So he has enough reps to. He just doesn't have game reps. That's all he doesn't have. That's all.
He is not in Alabama anymore. It's a complete other scheme.
Come on, man.
It's a complete other team.
I know, but you think if a coach who was smart, like Jason, they'll take some aspects and look. How many years do you need to take? If you're a good quarterback, and if the coach likes you and puts you as a starter, if you study the playbook, your life depends on it. And you get it 60% retention rate, and I think he can do well, man. He has good throwing mechanics to do it.
Yeah, but 60% completion don't win you a Heisman.
Not 60% completion. I look at the mechanics of the player.
60% completion and 2,000 yards and 25 touchdowns don't win you a Heisman.
I think he'll throw for 4,265 yards,
Yeah, okay.
67% completion percentage, and probably 25.6 to something like that touchdowns. That's what the expected rate for a Ohio State quarterback who is going there. Like that's what
Okay.
that's what in my opinion. So
Jared Nussmeier stats. Okay. Nussmeier last year, 4,000 yards, 29 touchdowns. Okay? 4,000 yards. Let me look up.
I don't know.
Klubnik.
It's all based on like we don't know anything until the game starts.
Listen. Kate Klubnik, 3,700 yards, 36 touchdowns.
Yes.
So, and Julian Salen, he can, as good as he may be the best quarterback of all time, but he is a rookie. He will make mistakes. Michael Van Buren was excellent on a shitty Mississippi State team.
So, the red shirt. Look. So, this is not a true freshman. This is the red shirt, or like it's red shirt sophomore.
He never faced a real team.
I think they'll struggle. I think they'll struggle against Texas. You'll adjust and make like. Look, you have a good coach. You have a good coach. You'll make adjustments.
And
if he's a good, I think you'll make it. Look, I think Ohio State will, may underexceed by 1.5 to 1 game, but that's all.
Okay.
That's all. I think it's all.
Let me tell you otherwise. Who is the best coach in the SEC?
Where's SEC?
Smart.
Kirby Smart, yeah.
Kirby
Smart, yeah.
What does Kirby Smart with quarterbacks?
Nothing. But Kirby Smart's offensive scheme, entire team philosophy is about defense.
No.
Yes, strategic. And he runs the ball.
Can I talk? Thank you. Kirby Smart said to Carson Beck, "You're good." Sit your ass down 1 year or 2 years. He said to Gunnar Stockton, "Sit your ass down 1 or 2 years." He said to Vanderbilt, "Sit your ass down and learn the complete playbook, in and out, over and under, and from all sides." So, and he did it with Bennett. He did it with Beck. He did it with every single quarterback outside of Vic's beloved Jake Fromm. So, and
but how much difference is one playbook for another? It's just like some verbiage is different. That's all. What if he picks up the
is 5 months at Ohio State? 5 months. He is a rookie. He never faced a team like Michigan, like Iowa, like Georgia, like Indiana, Penn State. Nothing. He don't know how it feels to get real smacked.
Well, I think you'll do it. Like if he's like what he is advertised, you'll have the first year of what CJ Stroud's first year was in Ohio State. Maybe if he exceeds it, maybe 1.5.
But you know that CJ Stroud is a starting NFL quarterback. You know that, huh?
Come on.
CJ Stroud starts for Houston in the NFL. He was a first-round top 3 pick in the NFL, and that's a lot to ask.
Yeah, but that
for a 18-year-old guy.
Well, you playing professional sports, or you're playing in sports in a public eye. So you need to. You already know the ramifications for that. So he has to take it by the chin and go with it.
It has nothing to do with the challenge. He is unproven. I mean, I had this
being
discussion.
unproven doesn't mean anything. It's just staying healthy and just not getting tested by offensive line is a lot.
I had this discussion 3 weeks ago here on this channel with Lou and Vic. So Lou came in here and said, because I said Arch Manning is unproven, and he said, okay, what is Julian saying? Is he proven? And I said, no. And he said, look, that's the problem. Nobody knows what they are doing, and Lou is right.
Yeah, but
he's absolutely right. Every
quarterback. But Rangers knows a little bit about how the baseline would be, and if the baseline goes exceeds, and look, it's all based on the offensive line when he comes to quarterbacks. If the offensive line protects him from getting hit, then he'll increase his confidence to play better every day. But if the offensive line doesn't protect him and tries to, there's hits allowed, then he's gonna get rattled. That's how it is. It's all based on offensive line when it comes to like protecting the quarterback, and the performance of Ohio State is all based on that. But it doesn't mean that Ohio State has a great coaching staff, everything else. Just if Ryan Day hired the right people, I think he did. I think he figured out the right people, and the gel. They can be in the finals or the semifinals. They're not going to miss a beat.
We leave it there. It brings nothing. Vic, I have a question for you. What time span would you say is good to tell if a conference is good or not? Of what time span? 10 years, 25 years?
Tell if a conference is what?
Is good.
Well, I mean, a conference, might be good or bad from year to year. I mean, what do you mean?
I mean, of what time span do you say, okay, this conference did well or this conference did not well? 25 years, 50 years?
No, it doesn't take that long. I guess I guess 10 years. I guess I'll look at it over a 10-year period. I guess.
Right now, Big Ten has better.
Joshua, thank you, Vic. How many championships did the Big Ten win in the past 25 years? How many netties?
Like
four.
Like three.
Ohio State in 2014, Ohio State and Michigan. Okay.
Yeah.
How many did the ACC win in the last 25 years? How many?
How many did who?
The ACC. How many?
The ACC, like
one or two, I think.
Three.
I think three.
Florida State.
Clemson 2, Florida State 1.
Yeah, that's right.
Florida State with Jameis Winston.
Florida State lucked out into one. Jimbo Fisher.
Clemson in 18 and 19.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we're not counting Miami in 21 because they were not in or 2002 because they were not in the
in the conference,
and they were not in the ACC. So.
I don't count Miami because Miami was not in the ACC in 2001.
Right. That's what I just said. Yeah. What about Ohio State in 2002? So the Big Ten actually has 4 in the last 25 seasons.
Not a good number.
Yeah, because Ohio State 2002, but still.
Did they win in 2002?
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Okay.
Miami was
the Big Ten. The Big Ten has one championship more. Championship more as the ACC. How gives them the right to say we deserve 4 seats and the ACC deserves 2 seats? Do you know where I'm coming from? Do you see it?
Yeah. They're going from
This
the
is
last
absolute
20,
bullshit.
25 years.
Big Ten is an absolute.
The SEC has won a bunch.
Is
They
that-
won like 17 Addies
You
in
know how
those
TV
in those
contracts
25
work?
years.
Hey,
Do you know how TV contracts work, Sven? It's all based on the ratings and also the performance of the athletes. Okay, the TV contract like says like look they see the growth of all the strength of all the teams, and the strength rating is growing up because of all the teams in the conference have performed higher than expected in a couple of years. They will rearrange it based on how the entire conference does. That's how a TV contract does. And they will.
We didn't talk about TV contracts. We talked about.
That's that plays a lot in how they place the fucking, the playoff seed. That's how I think that they will do that. In my opinion,
in 2002, there was no playoff seed. There was a game. There was a game. Ohio State against Florida State, I guess, or
no,
against
no,
it was Miami.
Yeah, Miami. Yeah. So I said Florida State or Miami.
Yeah.
So, and that's it. So, Vic, did you see? No, this is for Saleen. Saleen, are you here?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Okay. Did you see these T-shirts from these WNBA ladies? Pay us what you owe us.
That's so stupid. That's
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's so dumb. What exactly does the WNBA owe them?
The only thing you have is the Caitlin Clark, and if Caitlin Clark is the only thing it's the only thing that's holding that freaking dump from going to the ground.
The WNBA doesn't make any money. They don't generate revenue.
Look.
No, the WNBA has lost money, and they've never turned a profit once. If it weren't for the NBA feeding them money, they would have folded a long time ago.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. They never made any earnings from it.
You are yeah.
So
they never made any profit to break even at all, ever. And they will never be.
The WNBA should be paid by the players because the players haven't earned anything. They owe the WNBA money because the WNBA loses money every year.
I think the players. I think the players are asking things that they look. It's based on how many people are coming to the games. Yeah, Caitlin Clark is getting people into the butts in the stands, but like if you have players that say some fucking controversial shit that the main people, like the rest of the people in the world, don't fucking want to listen to, well, like about your freaking viewpoints, no one's gonna fucking watch that shit. Okay. Like, you know what? If you look at the audience, you fucking look that is paying for your thing, and just stay apolitical. That's the thing that you need to do. That's what Michael Jordan did. That's why he sold everybody. And that's why he made more money because of that.
The WNBA is a money loser.
Yeah.
The WNBA players are paid what they earn, which is
they must
compared to the male players is a pittance, because the WNBA compared to the NBA makes a pittance of money and they don't make a profit. So the WNBA players caterwauling about they need to be paid more money. You know what? Go out and earn more money.
I think this like
what are you doing?
I'm outside the park. So.
Mute you.
What?
Mute you.
Who?
Mute your mic, Joshua.
Oh, sorry.
Damn it. So the WNBA exists since 23 years. They never made a dime. So the NBA gives between 10 to 50 million dollars substitute every year to
It's
WNBA.
subsidy.
Yeah, I'm a German. I can talk for Force English Week. Get used to it. And I mean, outside of the Indiana Fever games, nobody watches this shit. Nobody.
Exactly.
I don't know a single player outside of Caitlin Clark from the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark. Yeah, what about
Because
Angel Reese
Brit-
from LSU.
yeah,
Okay,
Reese,
that's I
yeah,
know.
Brittany Grinder.
Brittany
don't know.
Grimes is a
Never
name.
heard of before. Never heard.
Pretty minder.
So and
What about Sue
Brittany,
Bird?
whatever the hell it is a
Sue
man,
Bird,
and Angel
Sue
Reese is a
Boo.
racist.
Yes, Sue
Yeah,
Bird.
I know he
But she's retired though. Yes,
I
Sue
know
Bird
she is.
retired. Yeah.
She is a racist.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that. It's like the most Captain Obvious pick. That look,
Yeah,
like NBA has no players that they can market other than Caitlin Clark because the audience that they want to market to, you know, they're like a skunk or like a skunk spray. Like, you know, the skunk spray. There's like perfume that, you know, Caitlin Clark is spraying on the WNBA, and the rest of the people are buying skunk spray to make it more worse. That's what is happening. So
Okay, it's very simple. The WNBA plays garbage ball that nobody wants to watch.
I know.
You've got a bunch of players that, you know, say controversial things for the sake of being controversial. You've got one convicted felon in Russia, pothead, obviously a man playing in a women's game. And you've got one hyperactive, ratchet racist that likes to attack white players because she's a ratchet racist who's angry. This does not make a league that's worth watching. This makes a league that you point at and laugh and say, "Why in the hell are we?"
You're talking about Sid. Yes, Sid. Yes, she looks like Sid the Sloth from Ice Age.
Oh my God, that's funny.
With the exception of Caitlin Clark, there's no reason to watch the WNBA for the watching of the game itself. The game itself looks
so
horrible. A male high school team plays better ball than the WNBA.
You're right. They don't have any fucking. You're absolutely right.
The only reason you would watch the WNBA is to sit there and watch and see if a fight breaks out between two players that don't like each other. It's usually based on race.
Oh my God. I'm laughing too much. I'm laughing too much because it's
Well, mute the microphone until you stop laughing. Take it easy, Joshua. Yeah, don't want you to hurt yourself. Look, there's no redeeming feature to the WNBA other than watching the game to see if a fight breaks out. Other than that, it's
the normal thing is in capitalism. If your company makes minus 50 million a year, so you close the doors. And
look, they're not going to. The NBA is not going to shut the WNBA down because the NBA can use the WNBA as a shield or part of a shield against the woke nut jobs out there.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's worth it. It's worth it to them to throw a few $1 million at a losing proposition just to keep the wokies in check.
Yeah, I mean, I watched 2 games. It was absolute terrible.
I would. The only WNBA that I've ever watched was video clips that fall across my social media feeds every once in a while of Angel Reese either can't make a basket to save her life, or one of the black players taking out one of the white players because the black players don't like the white players.
You're talking about like
So-
the me bounds. Yeah.
And the thing I find funny is, Caitlin Clark has a teammate, some white blonde chickie, who has been making a name for herself lately of taking out players that tried to take out Caitlin Clark. This is basically an enforcer on that team. And all of a sudden, because she's a white chick, the sports media goes crazy about the white chick taking out other chicks who attack her chick, and then doesn't say a word about, chicks trying to take out the white chick that's the star of the league. The hypocrisy coming out of the WNBA and the media, the so-called media that covers the WNBA, the hypocrisy makes my head want to explode. So I don't understand why anyone watches this garbage anyway.
This is because of DEI. DEI is the reason why diversity, equity, inclusion.
DEI
let women play basketball. Yeah.
That is the reason why the WNBA is still alive, in my opinion. And also Title IX. That's also the reason why the WNBA is still alive.
Well, trust me, TK, if you've never watched a WNBA game in your entire life, you ain't missing nothing. People, you know who the people are who watch the WNBA? They're either simps that like looking at that pose, or they're degenerate gamblers.
Saleen, I gave it a fair shot. It was nothing else on, and I watched 2 games in 2 days. And
I wouldn't watch a WNBA game if you the only way I'd watch a WNBA game from start to finish is if you promise me at the end of the game you'd give me a platinum Rolex Daytona.
Yeah.
That's your price. A platinum Rolex Daytona. And how much? And how expensive is? And how much is that worth?
A couple $100,000,
maybe $150K for that.
Well, depending on the model, it could be about $150K or it could be about $250K.
Yeah, I'm telling you that. Like this, look, that's how fucking. Look, it's just. That's how much the WNBA players are actually get paid. But why do you need $1 million? Because you don't generate any fucking revenue anyways. Anyway, what the fuck are you do? Do you know anything about economics? You have to generate demand. But you don't have it. You have a star coin in your freaking WNBA. Freaking lay it off. You want to make any fucking money? You have to start fucking attraction.
Yeah, do you own any Rolexes, Saleen?
Of course.
Yes, I do. I do actually.
Okay.
I had at one time. I had 9 of them. Now I have 5.
He showed one in one video. I saw that video.
No, 4.
They are 4. Way more expensive. Watches as Rolex. You can have
if you have way more. Rolex gets all the attention, but there are way more. More expensive and better built, even better built watches than Rolex.
Right. What's the most expensive watch that you own?
I really don't want to answer that question.
Okay. I think you should ask that if you the one. Just keep it.
I will tell you, Vic, that the most expensive watch I own happens to be a Rolex, but I'm not going to say any more than that.
I think you keep Vic. Just don't ask that questions because of his. Just no one. Just please don't ask any of those type of questions, please.
Yeah, he
I
can
told you.
ask any question he wants. I
But
reserve the
the-
right not to
Yeah.
answer.
He's not required to answer any
Vic,
question. He can just say
Anybody
no,
here
don't want
can
to
ask any
answer
question
that.
they
That's
want. That's your right, and I encourage it. I also
yeah,
reserve the right to
I don't
say
want I don't want Celine someone to hear this and rob you or
Vic,
something.
Vic, I saw a Patek Philippe for 750,000 euros.
Yeah.
I saw a Lange & Söhne for 1,250,000, an old pocket watch for 1,250,000 euros. This is not.
I personally have seen for sale by European watch company. This was a while ago. They were selling a Patek Philippe for $3.2 million.
Yeah,
Yeah. Don't you
and
think
it's
that
sold.
if someone
it's an old
wanted
one,
to
an original, it's no
to
problem.
break if I think if someone wanted to break into Celine's house to steal his watch collection, they would have done it already. So
Because he lives in a
I
gated
hope not.
community, so it doesn't have a higher percentage of doing that. Because he has security and some some gatedness. So thankfully nothing happened. So
Oh,
that's kind of
I have faith in my security
system.
processes and decisions. So
yeah, that's good. That's good.
right.
And I don't want something
And-
bad to happen to you, man.
Yeah, I
and
hope
we leave
not.
it there.
Yeah, I hope not either.
Yeah, Vic. Watches. I mean, Patek Philippe is a very old Swiss manufacturer of
actually,
Yes,
in
yes,
the
that's
watch,
the plot. That's the plot of the next Ocean's 11 movie. Yeah, trying to steal Celine's watch collection.
I think they could probably do it fairly easily. But in the watch world, there is something called the Holy Trinity, and Rolex actually is not in that. The Holy Trinity of watchmakers is Vacheron Constantin,
AP,
Patek Philippe, and
Audemars
Audemars.
Peugeot. Audemars Peugeot. That's right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. That's one. I do not own.
APs are
I have
expensive.
not owned a Vacheron. I do not own an Audemars Piguet.
Yeah, but all these watches are so expensive. But you know why? Because there's a lot of demand for those watches, and that's why people really want them. So if there's a high demand, there's a higher buyer's market for that, and so there's always going to be a higher fluidity for that. It's like if there's a high demand for something in like FIFA or anything like that.
Well,
It's like
right now,
same thing like that.
now the watch market is a little soft. I mean, right now I'm actually trying to sell 3.
I know. It's
watches, not very expensive watches either, but I'm trying to sell 3 of them, and I'm not getting a lot of traction.
I know. It's because no. This is that's a sign that the U.S. economy is getting ready for a big recession gonna hit. Okay, I think in my opinion,
the watch market is like any other market. There are ebbs and there are flows. So right now we're in a lull, and it'll come back, and eventually the watches I have for sale, I'll get them sold, and they'll go to new.
If I were you, Celine, I would wait until if you want to, no. I think if you're in, this is a seller's market, right? It's always all markets work in a cycle, like in a circular way. So
now it's a buyer's market. It's not a seller's market. It's a buyer's market. But
really,
yeah. Well, watch prices are depressed, so the buyers,
because this is all based on lending. Look, watches are based on how much banks are willing to lend. It's based on mortgage rates and lending rates. If the interest rates are, and also there's something called what's it called, the LIBOR, the intercontinental bank rate that controls the amount of flow of currency that's done. And if that goes a little bit more, look, I'm going to tell you that what's going to happen. It's going to be very bad for the U.S. market, but the American government already kind of prepared for this. If this economic situation gets super worse, America already has a contingency for it, but it's not going to be really nice for anything. That America will reset the dollar if we're through another world war. But us, hopefully
I'm not gonna go there with the World War conspiracy stuff right now. I'm not convinced of that. I know the theory you're speaking of. How do you create an economic recovery? Either pray for a miracle or provoke a war.
Yeah, but I think that will be the last resort. But I think America. I think that all entitlement programs in 2035, according to Stan Druckenmiller, who was the second in charge by George Soros' hand, and he projected through his team, said that all entitlement programs by 2035 will all run out. Yes. So if that all run out, they only need 2 or 3 more years of any instability. War can pick out at any time. That's why I see more anti-Semitism. All these things are happening because there's a preparation for war. Why is the government buying switch their rifle round from for the AR or their assault rifle from 5.56 to 6.8? They're preparing for fighting against each other like other countries. I think they know that because America created this mess because of the Arab Spring nonsense. I know that, but I don't want to go to the point where American foreign policy is the reason why we're in this mess. America created a freaking atomic bomb of debt snowball bullshit of causing instability all around the world from left to right. Going to war in Afghanistan for that long, I don't support that. The freaking war machine and people in charge thinks that you can reset trade deals with certain countries like Germany, Turkey, Japan, and any other countries in Europe like Netherlands that have high surpluses through that. It's not going to work. Only thing America can do is brace for impact. The only thing. I'm not being blunt about it. It'll help each other and brace for it. It's just that, and it's gonna affect everybody, even anywhere in the world. Certain people will get less affected because of their economic. They're more prudent with their economics. Like Germany, have a trade surplus, so they're not going to get affected. America is doing this because I don't know. They're stupid. They're stupid. You got to control your fucking war spending. Don't give the freaking contractors fucking billions of dollars for nothing. I think American government is so fucking gullible back in the day that they give so much fucking money to these contractors. They just they're a high margin, 300%. That's what caused all this fucking debt anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck Lockheed Martin. Fuck
Joshua,
all this rate.
Joshua, can you
It's
For
the
all those
military
prices.
industrial complex.
Joshua, take a breath.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
It's the military industrial complex. Yeah.
So, Joshua, I'm an old man and I'm honest. If you come the next time on here, please don't drink. Do me a favor.
I don't drink.
He's not
hard.
drinking.
I'm not drinking, man.
Yeah, but
he's not drunk, Sven. He's being serious.
Then I'm
Yeah.
sorry. But it's
the reality.
It's really hard today.
Yeah, let him go. And anyway, I was going to say something semi-profound, but
this is like some more like look. These people are not like people in charge. Are like all the people in charge, no matter what company or what country it is businessmen that are in charge of everything. No matter what they are, they're called industrialists. They control the politicians and they'll tell them to do what the hell they want, no matter what race they are.
Or lobbyists. But,
Yeah, no matter what country it is. And the businessmen don't get along, they'll fight with each other. That's basically what it is. That's what life is. And China.
That's the world.
I know. Every couple of decades, there will be always a because there's like a generational cycle when it comes to war, because every generation doesn't hear about the past a lot, and they get they're desensitized to hearing about the past, or they don't have any visual knowledge of the past, and they will repeat the same bullshit over again. And it's people that who love making money, like one of my relatives. So I don't want to. Yeah. Okay. Thank God my family didn't want to be in the banking space anymore after the war, after the Holocaust, because of these. I'll call them the Rothschilds. Okay. Freaking. Thank God they didn't have the German side that I'm related to didn't have an heir apparent. Though, oh my God, that would have been a fucking hellhole to deal with. Because these people don't have at least the Rothschilds at least they have a common sense. The people in charge right now are not the Rothschilds, and they're the Chinese version of the Rothschilds, called the Li family, that control all of China. They are in charge right now. And the Rothschilds are not doing anything. They're just doing philanthropy bullshit, and they're not doing any fucking banking shit anymore. But the younger versions. That's the problem. Fuck. Also, I'm sorry for cussing, but I just state my point,
Okay. Let's move off the grand conspiracy theories and go on to something else. Huh?
Yeah. So did you talk about Ozzy on this stream yet? Did you talk about him at the beginning? Or?
Yeah.
I just did I just said we lost a giant in the history of rock and roll yesterday, and
did. Yeah.
I mean, Black Sabbath as a solo, he's not in my top 5 of my favorite bands, but he's certainly up there. And he's going to be missed. I mean, I don't know that he's been exactly creative in the past many years.
I think
he was a giant of the industry for a very, very long time, but his life and his lifestyle took a toll on him, and he probably, if he hadn't beaten himself up all those years, probably could have lived another 10 years. But I think what he died at 76 is a little young in this day and age.
He had Alzheimer or something like that.
Yeah.
What was it?
He fried his ass.
I think either he had Alzheimer's or he had Parkinson's. When he got younger, when he got in the age when he passed away. I think.
I saw Black Sabbath the last time, 2014 in Berlin here, and he was okay. It was a good concert. Nobody was drunk on the stage. It was really good. And
I don't think he has the energy levels. I think I like Ozzy a lot, but like because of his age, I don't think he has the energy to do I don't know how you. Well, he lived his life, and he didn't live it without any, having any regrets. But everybody has regrets in life. But as you But at least he lived his life. Where he wanted to live it,
All these
and
all these hair metal
maybe
guys, was sex, drugs, and rock and roll for 30 years. Look at the Stones. Look at Metallica in the early years. Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath,
oh, yeah,
Zeppelin,
I know
uh,
all of them.
Bon Scott from AC/DC, Phil Rudd from AC/DC, Jimi Hendrix, all these guys in the 70s and 80s. It was really sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So, and this, I mean, if you see the Rolling Stones, the guitar player, I forgot his name.
Keith
He
Richards.
looks like a mummy out
It-
of a Egyptian pyramid.
Yeah, Keith Richards. I mean,
Yes,
I don't know what's
yeah,
keeping
yeah.
that man going, but
He
it's
looks
amazing.
awful. So
Well, so
and
does Mick Jagger. I mean, none of the Rolling Stones look like supermodels. They all look
No,
like
they
they've been
don't.
rode hard and put away
Yeah, they
wet.
look like Skeletor. Yeah.
They
yeah,
look collectively. They look like an advert for death. I mean, let's
yeah,
face it.
you know
They
one
all
of my
look like
None of them are in great shape, but
yeah,
yet somehow they're
they
still
all
going.
look like
Celine.
Freddy Krueger. Yeah.
One of my favorite singers of all time. The guy that got what's that? Morgan. What's it thing? Sean
Jim
Morgan.
Morrison. Jim Morrison.
The guy from Seether was a Seether the band. What's
I
his
don't
name?
know.
The
I'm
Seether.
not really familiar with Theater, so
Fine again. And like let's see, Seether, and
No, I've heard of Cedar. They
yeah,
actually did a
I've heard of
song.
them, but I couldn't name one song. But
Fine
What is
again.
it?
I
I
was
have it on
born.
my phone. Hang on, I have it on my phone. What is the
I forget. Sean Morgan. Sean Morgan. Yeah, Sean Morgan. Like at a point, I love it. I love his songs because it's very melodramatic, and also it's like I like his songs. It's very beautiful. It's like if Nirvana was more like refined, and also not the crazy like if Kurt Cobain didn't control is Kurt Cobain had the drug problem and he got controlled after his lifestyle,
Remedy?
then he'll be like Sean Morgan.
The
It's
song
it's
I'm
so
thinking of is Remedy.
yeah, I love that song too. The best song that I always listen to is "Truth" by Receiver. That's like I tell you the truth and the truth. Like it's very blunt, and it tells you I know from my life, it's really the most blunt thing of it teaches you like my life, like you don't have to be very aggressive for me. I know for like because I'm very passive in life, so I have to be very aggressive to take from like everybody speaks in everybody's lifestyle is different and everybody's walk in life is different. So for me, I have to be aggressive. Some people have to be passive. Some whatever calling and whatever life path you've been given, what day are you born, they will tell you a path on what you are. I
Did you
can
see?
tell.
Did you see the comment from Lost Aggie, Celine?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah, I
I,
highlighted that a while ago.
Yeah.
Shine Down. You know the band Shine Down.
yeah, and I'm staring down the barrel of a 45.
If
Yeah.
you like Shine Down, you'll like Seether. It's like it's more. It's the same band, but it's like the same carbon copy of them. Like it's like, but Seether is way more darker. I would say if you like that type of stuff.
Yeah, Vic played some rock and roll on Friday. What was it?
It
Limp
was
Bizkit?
Neither is neither
Linkin Park.
black no
Linkin Park,
white.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Neither
I like
is
Linkin Park.
neither black nor white. Don't
Okay,
fight the
Joshua,
cedar.
Joshua, you got to stop singing, please. Don't give up your day job, man. Damn. Listen, I just got a message on my phone. I gotta wrap up now. I gotta get out of here a little earlier than I anticipated.
No problem.
But I'm sorry about that, guys. But I gotta go.
Take care of your mom. Take care of your mom, and take care of your kids. They're more
Yeah,
important than this
6 o'clock?
live stream.
yes.
Friday 6 or 7?
Yeah. 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
The shit show
Friday
starts at 6 o'clock.
Yes, it does. It does.
Okay.
I may come. Whenever.
I wish you a nice week.
Wait.
Joshua, I apologize again. And Vic,
It's okay. It's okay, Sven.
Yeah.
We're not in charge. We're not in charge of this bullshit. Like it's like morons that we're not. Like we just feel like just puppets to this shit anyway. So like
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
Appreciate
Battle
you being
Angel,
here.
happy birthday. My birthday is in 2 days.
Yeah.
Happy
birthday.
birthday
to BA. Happy birthday to Joshua.
Yeah, happy
and
birthday,
happy early
BA.
birthday to
Oh,
Sven.
Yeah, and happy
Are
birthday.
you born? Are you born the
Joshua.
28th? Are you born the 28th, Sven?
What?
25th.
25th or the 28th?
July
25th.
25th.
So you're
20.
born really smart. Are you? I think you're really smart. My mom was born on the 16th. She's really smart, and
Your birthday has nothing to do if you are smart or
Yeah,
not.
are you trying to talk about like zodiac signs?
no,
Most
numerology.
times I'm dumb as hell.
No.
Guys,
Yeah,
I gotta go. I'm gonna
Yeah.
kick y'all out. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Kick
kick
us
me
out.
out.
Yeah.
Let's concentrate. Sven, thank you for being here.
Yeah. Take care.
Vida Zen. Vic, thank you for being here. See you soon.
Yeah, see you. Yeah.
So, all right, lively discussion as always. Good to see you all again. We will try and do it all again next week for episode 227. Hopefully it'll be a little less conspiracy theory and a little less frenetic. But until then, everyone have a good weekend. DA, happy birthday. My dear Battle Angel. TK, good to see you as always. Lost Aggie, haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for stopping by. Matt, thanks for stopping by. Ghost of Reverend Nose, thank you. Meaty Okra, you only made one comment, but thank you. Y'all have a good rest of the day, rest of the week. Good weekend. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.